Meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees joining me right now. Brittany, the heat and humid weather coming back this week. Today was just gorgeous, but it'll be the last day like that for a while.
Yeah, today and really tomorrow too.
Okay.
Until, I mean, we are talking about not just 90, but the hottest temperatures we've seen of the year so far.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yes, we're talking Friday and Saturday could be in the mid 90s. So this will actually put us under the definition of a heat wave. Here in the Carolinas, it's about 3 days or more of 90 degrees or hotter. If you look at the official definition from the National Weather Service, it's a period of abnormally hot and humid conditions. But for us, again, it's that 3 days or more targeting 90 degrees here in the Queen City and really the surrounding community as well. And that's what we have starting Thursday all the way through the weekend. So if you're hearing that and it doesn't sound good, make sure the AC, up in working order in the car and at home. And of course, enjoy tonight, tomorrow, if you can. Dew points will still be a little bit on the lower side. So as Colin mentioned, today was fantastic. We had dew points in the 50s, air temperature in the 80s. That's again what we're expecting to see tomorrow afternoon. And you can see the humidity goes up a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but peaking Saturday and into the early half, really the latter half, that is, of the weekend ahead before some slightly drier air mixes in as we wrap up the 10-day forecast. But we have to get through the stretch of 90s to talk about drier air coming back anytime soon. So the front that moved through last night that did cause the storms, that's well to our south now. Now we have high pressure building back in. Now remember, high pressure is sinking motion of air. This suppresses storm activity, but you can have heat and humidity that causes storms to happen even when you have high pressure overhead. And that's because you need some kind of trigger. Typically this is an approaching cold front. This time though, the high is going to stick around for multiple days. Yes, we'll see some clouds mixing in here and there, but there's no cold front. There's no trigger to cause any storms to develop. So after tomorrow, we are soaring into the upper 80s by Wednesday. Again, that's the first day that humidity starts to creep back in. I'm calling that our transitionary day. But Thursday, that starts the trend of 90 degrees. And notice we stay there all the way through the weekend, and if not the early half of next week. This could not only be a 3-day heat wave, but closer to about 5, if not 6 days as we look beyond into the extended forecast. So make sure you're keeping a close eye on not just the kids, but the pets too. You got elderly, neighbors, friends, and family members. Make sure that they're good to go as well, as of course we know that kids and the elderly are typically the most affected by the above average heat and humidity. And we really have not seen a lot of 90-degree days of the year so far, actually none at all. Although we have been hot and humid, a little bit more hot and humid than we've been used to. So we saw a lot of upper 90s or upper 80s, that is, in the month of May, a lot of upper 80s in the first half of June, but we have yet to hit 90. It is not the latest 90-degree day we've ever seen. That was actually back in 2003, but it could be one of the top 15. So a notable difference this year compared to last. Tonight's forecast, again, 62 degrees, comfortable conditions overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll once again reach the mid 80s, very similar to today, with that lower humidity, but it will be the last for quite some time. Check out your guide roofing 7-day. 88 on Wednesday. That puts us closer to where we typically are for this time of year. 90 on Thursday. It's hard to believe that that's going to be one of our lower temperatures, because as we look at the extended forecast, the 90s stick around from Thursday, potentially, Colin, all the way into the end of the 10-day forecast.
Yeah, not many breaks in that 10-day forecast there. Brittany, thanks for that look.